Hi, welcome everybody. My name is Majo Moreno. I'm watercolor artist, and today we're going to have a new watercolor tutorial. The last week was the Northern Lights. I can see those because I was with my mom in another place last week. I have an accident in my car. Thanks God I'm fine and everybody's fine, but it was very shocking to me. So that's why it takes me time to upload this tutorial for you, but it's here now. So we're going to use today Arches watercolor paper, 100% cotton. This is cold pressed paper. We're going to draw a couple mountains. If you want to make more, you can draw more, but you're going to see in a moment why I just make these two. I want the focus today of this painting is the sky. So we're going to turn around the paper. In this way, for me, it's easy paint the sky. We're going to start with a deep blue like indigo, or it can be Payne's gray too. We're going to use three or four different colors for the sky, and we're going to use tons of water in this time. I don't stick the paper in this time of the process like another painters do it, because for me personal is easier do it in this way, so without a tape for now. So we're going to use a lot of water to blend the color, and then we're going to put here, we're going to put purple, and we can use two quinacridone lilac, or you can use two perilene violet. We can use quinacridone rose, perilene scarlet a little bit, or we can go for a red violet. I'm going to let a lot of options that you can use in this sky. The important thing is we start with the blue, then the purple and the violet. We finish with some like kind of pink color, but with more violet shadows. We're going to finish this sky blending again the dark blue. Is very important for this sky that we don't let dry any of the edge of the painting, so we have to put a lot of tons of water. And it's good too that with the brush you take some pigment to make these white spots in the sky, so it looks more natural. And we finish with the sky for now. We have to let this dry for long time because this is going to have tons of water, and we continue when the painting is dry. Now that the painting is dry, we have to wait that it's completely dry, please. You know, watercolor is about have patience, but enjoy the process. We're going to paint these small squares in the corner of this mountain. Then we're going to make these uniform shapes, like going to be like trees or brush, or yes, like plants. And doesn't matter the shape, just please try to fill the whole mountain. And we're going to do the same with another mountain, and these squares are going to be houses. So we're going to paint the roof of the houses, and then we can start painting this part of our project. We're going to use a lot of greens, so if you don't watch yet my video about my favorite greens and how to mix greens, please go there and you can see how to get tons of different greens if you don't have it. But if you have different greens, please, we're going to use at least like 5 or 6 different greens for this painting, that going to make this painting like I have different textures. We're going to use the same color for some of the trees and bushes in the painting, Then we pick another color. We wait that all those colors dry, and then we go with this layer that is another green. This is green under the scene green. The first green without a star, that is Pearland green from Daniel Smith. This is under the sea green from Daniel Smith. Again, when we finish with this layer, we let this dry and continue with another greens. I'm going to write down of the video, in the description of the video, the names of the greens that I use for this painting. We're going to start now with, these are pastel colors. If you don't have watercolors pastels, you can use whitewash and the color, a little bit of the pigment of the color that you want. These are the colors that I like for this time. Is Lemonade from Art Philosophy Watercolors. I like to the Shell Pink from Holbein, and lilac color from Holbein too. We're going to tape. Now it's time to tape for me in my process and how I teach you. I know that tons of watercolor artists prefer to tape at the beginning of the painting. For me, this is the time where I feel that I need to tape the painting, and is when I'm going to add the textures to the painting. So after we have our painting with all the tape, we're going to start painting the roof of the houses in a dark color that is different than the color of the house. And then I want to continue with the doors of the houses. You can do like a round shape or more rectangle shapes. Again, we're going to use a dark violet for make these doors. You can see that in this painting I'm trying to use colors like similar colors, like all in the shades of violets. I paint here the windows in the same way, can be round or rectangles, don't have to be perfect. Remember, for me the most important is just paint and try and practice. Nothing have to be perfect in the way that I paint. Here we are using the micro pen from Sakura. This is the number 12. I like to use the 12, the 8, the number 0.2 to the details. They sell the package with all the numbers, so if you can buy it, just buy it all the numbers, so you try the different textures that you can do with these micro pens. So the black edition is a special edition. I don't know if you can find it, but it's really cool. I'm using now Posca pen, white Posca pen, for make more details like leaf and plants. I like to add a lot of white details and gold details too. For the gold details, I'm using Uniball Signal. This pen is very nice to paint. It's very soft. I do into the lights inside of the houses. You can make small squares that are going to look like the house have light inside. And then we're going to finish some details in the roof of the houses. In the middle of the painting, we're going to use this Dr. P.H. Martin's Blend Proof White to paint the moon. This is a really good ink to use whites with the watercolor background because it doesn't get loose. We're going to paint with the same ink some stars. For make small stars, we're going to use the Posca pen. When we finish making these stars, if you want to, I like to make a lot. For me, never, like I told you, never is too much details. When we finish with the stars, we're going to do these doodles, plants in the houses. I'm using my micro pen number 12. You can try to with the number 8 or with the number 2 to make different plants. For me, never is too much details in the paintings. Always, for me, more details, more beautiful looks. And we finish today this process. I hope you like everything, and thank you so much for your support. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me a like. Thank you so much.